So this is the top end of Papplewick. This is a little footpath that cuts back between, that's Papplewick back there in the background, and Limby is down that way. This is very pretty. I literally just, in fact no, sorry, I tell a lie, I have walked past this a couple of times and this is the first time I've chosen to actually go down here and explore it. So this is the third time I've been past, the first time I'm going down it. It's just really nice. It's this nice little hedge-lined pathway. I don't quite know where it leads. I spotted some stuff on a map back there. Apparently there's a Papplewick Hall here that I haven't actually seen before. So looking at the map, it looked like this would take me closest to it than staying on the main roads. And that's why I'm peering over in this direction, because apparently it's over there through those hedges, and then there's a little field, and there's, pardon me, there's some trees just there as well. So just heading down here, it's actually a really interesting area. I didn't realise this when I moved to Hucknall, but these couple of villages just north of Hucknall, Limby and Papplewick, it turns out, as far as I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of it is built on old mill buildings and what have you, old mill works. So there's loads of mill ponds dotted around, there's waterways. I was looking at the village map back there in Limby, in fact where I'm heading back to now, and it was telling me that some of the cottages there were built as workers' homes for the people working in the mills. So yeah, it's a really cool little interesting area. Of course, Newstead Abbey is only probably about 3 miles away from here. So I think a lot of it, of course, was built up in that area, and sort of with the abbey being obviously the dominating thing. Also, so we've just come up on, okay, church gates. That's lovely. Cool, so I can't get through the gates just there because they're locked. So I'm going to go through a little gate that's just... There you go, cool, pedestrians only. That's me. Just... Okay. This is lovely. Look at the way the sun's shining on the fields. Oh, how nice. So I'm just going to go do a little arty-farty bit, I think. Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, all the mill ponds, the waterways and what have you, there are ruins of parts of the buildings around the area, and it's actually just really interesting just wandering around and having a bit of an explore. You know, if you literally just step off the beaten path and keep your eyes peeled, it's really quite interesting what you can see. If you care about that kind of thing. If you don't care, then whatever, it's going to be tedious AF. That's good light. church through there. It's actually really pretty. I just went and had a quick nose through the gate there. It looks really cool. I've never been at this bit before. I mean, it's trees. This is the way I need to go. In fact, no, it's not. I can get through that way. And across the field. Oh, blimey. So just as I was setting up my shot here to catch that fallen log just over there with the water and what have you, I noticed a little plip in the water. A little teeny tiny frog jumped out of the water onto the bank, and I was hoping to catch him again when I rolled the shot. Unfortunately I didn't. They've disappeared. They've probably sort of like hopped off into the undergrowth somewhere. But I just thought that was really cool, and this is so nice. It's one of the really nice things about being in places like this. It's just that there's life everywhere. It's wonderful. From the flowers to the trees and the reeds and the rushes, little creatures living in the water. It's just absolutely beautiful. I only discovered this place about 10 days ago, and I'm so glad I did, because I mean, look at this. And that's predominantly a view of my face, which of course is what you're looking at. But this place is lovely. from the water rushing down a little weir, just probably about 100 metres up that way, from an old mill pond. I presume it's an old mill pond because that's what they all seem to be in this area. Coming down this little stream here, through all this rich, verdant undergrowth. Yeah, like I say, I only discovered this place about 10 days ago, and it's literally just like 1.5 miles, 2 miles from Hucknall. This always astonishes me that there's such beautiful places really not far from where you live. So just get out and just try that little cut through, cut across the fields, whatever, you know. Just see what you can find. It's absolutely brilliant. I went up that way last time, so I'm going around this way. I think deep water might be overselling it a touch.